Welcome to episode 3 of Take a Ride Around Arcadia and Let's Talk Business. Last week, we had Oleg Bortman, co-founder of The Brokery. Well, there were suits abound and a lot of fun, I can tell you that. So if you missed it, you can go back and take a look. However, this week, I have my good friend and neighbor, Willie Itule. He is the CEO of Willie Itule Produce, the largest supplier of fruits and vegetables in the state. So honestly, Billy, when I asked you to come on the show, it was pretty easy. You are low-hanging fruit.
I am low-hanging fruit. Speaking of fruit, I think you should indulge.
Oh.
Beautiful piece of fruit we have here, Charles. Yes.
I don't think I should do it while I talk. I'll keep it for later. Anyway, so let's get rolling. So I know that you're an Arizona native, and you grew up here, which is pretty unusual.
Indeed, yeah.
Here. You must have seen a lot of changes here in both business and life.
Oh, there's been so much. I grew up about 5 minutes from here and hung out in this neighborhood all the time as a kid. In fact, I remember when Postino's was an actual post office.
Wow.
And my grandmother would take us there to the post office. I used to get my hair cut at a barber shop. That's where LGO is at now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's been a
amazing.
ton of change in the neighborhood. And it's been amazing. You know, it's amazing to see it grow, and as business grows with it, it's incredible to see this transformation.
That's actually amazing. So tell us a bit more about your business and how you got started.
So we're truly a family business. My parents started Willie Itule Produce in 1979 with a pickup and a dream. And we have grown since then, and we still to this day remain a family business, which is incredible. It's my brother, my sister and I are all involved. My parents are still involved.
Wow.
So it's wonderful to be able to grow in your career with family. It's amazing. And we've seen so much growth in the Valley and especially in this neighborhood.
Yeah, and that's interesting. I mean, sometimes working with family can't be great, but I assume in your family it seems to be great.
Yes, you know, there are moments I think that we can all get on each other's nerves, but it's a real partnership, and we succeed because all of us are committed together, and it's a true team effort, and it wouldn't be the same without all the family together. So it's really been wonderful.
Yeah, and clearly that's attesting to your success.
Yes, I mean, we think it's a huge part of it. You know, as we've been growing and scaling across the state, having that family basis and always knowing who we are and what we stand for is really the fundamental of what we do.
I love that. So I'm sure since 1979, you've learned a lot of lessons.
Oh, a lot of lessons.
So could you say what was the most profound lesson, whether it's good or bad?
Ooh, I would say the lesson, and I think my parents taught my brother and sister and I this from a very young age, was that nothing ever replaces hard work. You know, when you own a family business, you have got to work the hardest. You've got to always be committed to it. It's really a lifestyle, not just a career choice. And it's one that we love and feel so blessed and lucky to be a part of. But you gotta always put yourself out there at 110%. Know that you might fail sometimes, and that's okay. We all do. But really aim for as high as you can go.
Yeah, it really is interesting. There are so many entrepreneurs here.
There are.
It's just fascinating.
Yeah.
It just seems to breed entrepreneurs.
I think it really does. And it's a community of really creative people and people who are ambitious and want to try new things. And it's awesome to see all these incredible local businesses and restaurants and places like the Brokery come up, and to be able to see that and really foster a community in a neighborhood.
Yeah, no, I get that. Now, it's interesting. So one of the lessons that I learned from my father, actually, a long time ago. And he said to me, you know, one of the most important things in business is to recognize that entrances are wide and exits are narrow. And what he meant by that was this. Everybody gets really excited when there's a new thing coming around. And they want to get in, and that exit's so wide, and they're so happy, and et cetera, et cetera. Then suddenly a year or two goes down the line, and that exit starts to become quite narrow. So the one thing he always said to me was, just be cautious and recognize what you want to do before you get into.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It's a wise lesson.
Yeah, for sure. So this is kind of a strange question, but do you actually like fruit and vegetables?
Yes. So it's funny. There are some that I am not a huge fan of, even though we grew up eating a ton of them and still do this day. There are some every so often that I'm not the craziest about. But yes, by and large, we love to eat them. My kids love them. All the family enjoys it still.
Okay, that's very good. So quick fire questions.
Yeah.
Apple or orange?
Ooh, I'm going to go with orange.
Okay, next question. LGO, Grand L'Orange, or Postino?
How can you pick? Both incredible. I'm going to go with Postino, but you can't lose with either one. They're both amazing.
Okay, that was very diplomatic. Okay, film or book?
Oh, film. I definitely love a good movie and good cinema. It's always nice to indulge in that, especially in these hot days, right? Sitting at a cool movie theater, what can beat that?
I agree. I just love that escapism.
Oh, always, yes.
And then in one word, how would you describe Arcadia?
Oh, community. I think it's amazing. You know, we live right on Campbell, and on the weekends, I see neighbors walking by with dogs. We've seen it's the creation of families. I've seen a husband and wife walk by when the wife was pregnant, and then we see the baby, and then we see another pregnancy and another baby. And it's this wonderful community. It's walkable. It's amazing. And you don't get that in a lot of places, as you've seen around here. So I feel lucky every single day that we get to live in Arcadia.
Yeah, and actually, I asked that question to everybody, and the answers are all different.
Oh, really?
It's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So anyway, Billy, that's a wrap. Episode 3. Thank you so much for riding with me.
Oh, thank you so
Taking
much.
a ride around Arcadia and talking business. And if you're watching, please go ahead and subscribe. We have great local guests each week that make Arcadia what it is. See you next time.